So I bought two of these air compressors. This is a little guy. It's a 2-cylinder Deutsch diesel with a screw compressor, and the other one is a 3-cylinder Deutsch diesel with the exact same compressor, but it's driven with a belt to the point where it spins it faster, makes more air. So this one's 110 cubic feet. If you watched my video on filters, you know this is a filter I took and cut apart to see if there was anything in it, thinking that maybe the compressor was bad and that's why they scrapped this thing. But we put it all back together and we've serviced it. We changed all the fluids. We put all new compressor oil, air filter, oil filter, fuel filter, everything in it. We got rid of the sheet metal because it was trashed. We just got a lifting lug, so if we want to take it someplace, we pick it up with the lifting lug and move it around. The air pressure regulator right here, it works fine. I put a gauge in the back end of it so I can watch how much air it's building and make sure it works perfect. I'll show you that in just a minute here. But I'm going to fire it up for you, let you watch it run. That it makes a lot of air. It's got a little 3-cylinder Deutsch diesel in it. But something bad has happened here. If you look on the underneath side of the hood right here, you'll see where all this is, looks like it's all been melted. If you look down here at the receiver tank, you'll see that the tube between the discharge and the receiver tank is completely gone out of there. Looks like it's melted. Several lines on the compressor's gone. If you look back here at the back, it looks like that's all gotten hot. Something's happened here. We don't know what. It's just a mess. But I don't know if sabotage was part of it or not, but if you look down here, you'll see where somebody actually cut the line going to the cooler for the compressor. It's got oil laying all over in there like it just let the oil run out of it or something. I don't know what's going on here. So we've taken the receiver tank and everything out of this. We're going to show you what we found here. So if you look down in the throat of the compressor, it's spotless. You look where the filter goes on, and it's spotless. Look where the discharge comes out and goes to the receiver tank right there, it's spotless. So what we're thinking is that it had a fire in the back in here someplace, and of course it melted a lot of stuff, but wait till you see this. This is a receiver tank right here. And when you look inside the receiver tank, there's supposed to be a filter in there. Well, you see that stem sticking out right there, and you can see where it's melted. And if you look all the way down in the bottom down there, if I can get my light right here. You look all the way down there in the bottom and you'll see that garbage down in that receiver tank. I'm going to have to fix that stem right there. But this is what's left of that filter. It has melted that aluminum housing, melted the whole filter. That's a fairly expensive filter. It's taken the O-rings on the tube that goes up to the receiver tank here, and it's just, they're so brittle they're just falling apart. I took the regulator all apart here and I checked the regulator, and I can't find anything wrong with that pressure regulator at all. It looks like it's okay. And the filter is clean. Didn't see anything in it either. But somebody did take the drain plug out of the bottom of the receiver tank right here. But we're going to get it all cleaned up. We got to put a new hose on it because the one hose that goes up to the cooler, it was all charred. Plus somebody took and cut the cooler line in half. You can see down there where they cut the cooler line in half. Why, I don't know. But we're going to put this one all together and see if we can make this one run just like that other one. Actually, it plugs into this piece right here. And that's what's left of it. That's one end of it. Here's the other end of it. O-ring groove. Pushes in. This piece goes in and turns a half a turn and tightens down against it and holds it in. So what I'm looking at doing is taking this piece of tubing right here and turning it down on the lathe here and making us one. So I'm not going to buy one. It'd be just as easy to make one. So we'll get. So here's the piece that we made to remove that piece of junk aluminum piece. This side's quite a bit smaller. I had to turn it down quite a bit more, but it's going to be good enough to find out if this thing's any good or not. I'm not buying a bunch. And we put the receiver tank all back together. The filter that we got for it this time was all stainless steel. Stainless steel inside, stainless steel outside. Put a new spring and a relief valve. We put our new discharge pipe with the O-rings in between there. We put a gauge on it. We put all them new lines on there. And what we did was we ran the thing for about 30 minutes. And I kept checking the temperature of the compressor and the temperature of the receiver tank, and it never got over 150 degrees. So I thought, well, I'll go check the little guy. So I went over there and I checked the other one. Did the exact same thing. I checked the compressor on both sides, front and rear, and the receiver tank. It never got over 150 degrees. So I think we're going to be golden here. But I ran some wiring. The safety circuit was completely disconnected on the compressor, on the engine temperature, the oil engine temperature, and oil pressure. So I ran a wire that goes to the injection shutoff solenoid so that if anything ever happens to any of those three, it'll automatically shut itself off. I think that might have been something what went on the last time. I don't know, but anyhow, we got this all straightened back out, all hooked back up again. The only thing I really need is I need a new ignition switch for it, and so far I haven't found one. I've been looking for it. It's made in Italy. But anyhow, I'm going to put this camera on a stand and I'm going to fire it up and let you watch it run. Can't beat that. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.